How can I determine the SATA controller version on Windows? I have recently bought the Asus N550JV DB71 and I am planning on replacing the Blu-ray drive with an SSD. Is there any way that I can confirm whether the BD drive is connected via a SATA 2 or a SATA 3 port? It would help in determining where to connect the SSD. I have come across this answer which instructs how it may be done on Ubuntu but would like a solution for Windows. If one doesn't exist, would it be possible to determine this information using an Ubuntu or slax lift disk?
A program called Winfo can display the interfaces of your system's HDDs, hard disk drives, and ODDs, optical disk drives. You can get it here, this URL. There is even a portable application so you don't have to install it. Look in the drives box to see the matching interface. Edit from different user, Rasmus. This shows the bandwidth for the hard drive /SSD/hybrid disk installed, not the motherboard itself. You can see the description under this program. Drives, subcategory, interface, model. Use a program like SciSoftware Sandra, freeware/trial, or PC Wizard, freeware, to check the actual support of your SATA interface. SATA 600, MBS, 3/3, or 300, MBS, 2/2. If you have a SATA 2 hard drive installed in your computer, this program, Winfo, will show interface in GT 3GB/S 300 MBS under the category drives, but if you use the program SciSoftware Sandra, you will see under mainboard that the maximum SATA mode under disk controller is SATA 600 or SATA 3, 6GB/S, 600 MBS. If you use PC Wizard 2014, example version, you will see that, under drives and GT, number of disk controllers, the bandwidth will be 6 and NBSP, GB/S, but if you click on an NBSP, number of hard disk, you will see that the serial ATA version is 2.0-SATA 300 for the hard drive. This is the situation on my laptop, where I have an old 2.5-inch 320 and NBSP GB hard drive installed, which is SATA 2 3GBS/300 MBS, but the software, when you look under the right section, shows that the disk controller for the computer supports SATA 3, 6GBS/600 MBS.
In Winfo, navigate in the device tree to bus in GT, see bus number 0. Under see bus number 0, click on the SATA SE controller device. Details about this device will be displayed in the right pane. Scroll through this pane and you will find a heading SATA host controller with the interface speed supported as follows.
As long as you haven't, sorry if this statement is nauseatingly self-evident, previously swapped out your laptop's hard drive and you're still using the original, maybe this website will help. This URL. I have an old bio, and spent about 15 minutes looking up in Device Manager what HDD was factory installed, Fujitsu XXXXXX, and then punched it into Google to try to find if any sellers of these fossils posted the GB/S SATA speed to DX what I should buy. Just scroll down and on the left side there's an option to check your upgrades by model. You could also use this URL which won't tell you what SATA you have, but will tell you what's compatible. And their prices are pretty good, too, if you compare them with the Drive Solutions website I posted above. I read minutes ago on a web browser I shut down, so I can't source it, that as long as your old HD has fewer GB/S than your new one, as long as it's compatible, the only downside would be failing to take advantage of how fast it could run. It will still run. It'll just use 1 or 3 ports instead of, say, 6. Hopefully this helps. I'm learning all this stuff new now, so don't take my word as expert. I'm excited to be doing this all myself in the coming days when I buy my parts. Feel free to reach out to experts in customer service on these parts distribution centers, too, as a prospective buyer. Their guys are much more knowledgeable and might have more thorough, or more correct, information than that which I've picked up on echoes in the internet.
When you run the Winfo application, what's indicated in the drive section is the SATA interface version used by your existing HDD, not the SATA interface version supported by your motherboard. If you need to find out whether you will be able to get the best out of your new 6GB/S SSD is to check if your SATA host controller supports SATA 3, 6GB/S. To check that, click on Save the report from the Winfo application and in the generated HTML file check for the SATA host controller section. Under this section you should be able to see the interface speed supported field. For more, have a look at my answer on Quora here.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.